Welcome back, one and all. It's Mr. Callen here with Chapter 6, Lesson 6, Adding and Subtracting Fractions with Like Denominators. Go ahead and pause your video, whatever assignment this is, for page 161, 4 to 37. I'm only showing the even answers. Odds are in the back of the book, along with 42 and 44, and I put 45 in. Pause the video, come on back when you are ready. All right, one and all. Goal today, adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. So what do you suppose comes tomorrow? I bet you can already figure that out. We're going to take all the skills we know, finding equivalent fractions as well as reducing our final answer, and we're going to move that and use those skills to add and subtract both numeric fractions as well as algebraic fractions. Sooner or later, it will get more complicated. Yes, you know what's coming. Fractions with unlike denominators, but not for today. Go ahead and pause the video, whatever the assignment number is, whatever the date is, page 167, 13 to 27, 33 to 51. This is an entire DPA, directions problem and answer, no work needed for tonight's assignment. You'll see why later. Pause the video, come on back when you're ready. All right, let's take a look at this. If you'd like to pause and read this on your own, you're welcome to do so. The sign at the trail entrance shows the distance between the trail entrance and 4 different scenic points. We got Shady Grove, we got Eagle Point, Crystal Cave, and Beaver Dam. What is the hiking distance to Shady Grove? Well, that's pretty easy to see. You can see we go 3/8 miles in a certain direction. Question 2, what two fractions would you add to compute the distance from Eagle Point to Beaver Dam? Now remember, Eagle Point is over here, 5/8 of a mile. But then Beaver Dam is this direction, and it's 7/8 of a mile. So we would need those two fractions. And what we're going to do is we're going to, you guessed it, add them together. Now, as you can imagine, when you add 5/8 and 7/8, you're going to get 12/8, which then reduces, if you need to, you can see this is going to be 1 4/8, which simplifies again. Or some people prefer reducing it to a simplified improper fraction and then changing it. Either way, 1.5 miles. Can I be abundantly clear here? Do not add the denominators. All right, so a few examples and then we get back to our homework. 7/10 plus 7/10, 14/10. 14/10, again, you have two choices here. Some people prefer to change it first to a mixed number and then to simplify the fraction. Some people prefer to simplify the fraction and then change it to a mixed number. Either way, you're looking at 1 2/5. Let's go down, please, to number 3. 3/10 minus 1/10 would be 2/10, which, yes, can reduce, ladies and gents, to 1/5. Hey, what happens if they have algebraic denominators? Well, you know what? That's okay. Because as you can see, if you look at the denominators of these two fractions, they're already common denominators. So really all we must do is add, let me put this in black, 7 together with 8 and keep that common denominator. Now, of course, 7 and 8 makes 15. Can that be reduced? The answer is no. There is nothing shared both by the numerator and the denominator. And so that's as good as it gets, simplest form. Now, if we took a look at number 4, where again we see a common denominator of y, we can subtract 3x minus w. Now, folks, you cannot put those together. 3x and w are not like terms. You don't put those together. You don't combine them. You don't make a 2xw. That is not possible. And so we ask ourselves, can anything be simplified or reduced? And the answer is no. So that's all we need, 3x subtract w all over a common denominator of y. Again, you do not add, subtract, or otherwise alter the denominators. You simply combine the pieces, the parts, the portions, the numerators. That's really all I got, ladies and gents. Problems 13 to 27, 33 to 51. If you want, you may pause the video and draw yourself the little visual that I've drawn here that may or may not help you with problems 48 to 51. Other than that, take your time, do well, and let's grow.